The conflict in Gaza continues with no end in sight. The Israeli president, speaking at the World Economic Forum at Davos in Switzerland, made a surprising statement stating that normalizing ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia is key to lasting peace in the region. Here's a report on that.
In a surprising move, Israeli President Isaac Herzog said normalizing ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia is key to ending the war and will be a game changer for the entire Middle East.
The regional context is an axis for development and progress. It's an axis for a better horizon for all parties concerned, and clearly the Saudi option as part of it, as the whole normalization process, is a key to the ability to exit from the war into a new horizon. It's still delicate, it's fragile, it will take a long time, but I think that it is actually an opportunity to move forward in the region toward a better future. I view that as a very important development. I encourage all parties who are discussing the option of normalization with Saudi Arabia. I believe it is a game changer.
The United States thinks security is not possible without a roadmap to a Palestinian state. US State Secretary Antony Blinken insists that this move will help in unifying the Middle East.
Israelis lost trust in the peace processes because they could see that terror is glorified by our neighbors. It's a key element in the discussion. You cannot shy away from it. And on the other hand, we are, of course, not shying away from the fact that there are 5 million Palestinians, and we will have to find ways and means to deal with the issue.
However, despite the talks of peace and stability in Davos, Israel and Hamas continue to lock horns on the ground and the war is escalating. Agency Report, Republic TV.
Viewers, top updates. Israeli President Isaac Herzog said that normalizing ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia is key to ending the war and a game changer for the entire Middle East. However, despite the talks of peace and stability in Davos, Israel and Hamas continue to lock horns on the ground. Israeli Chief of Staff Herzi Haveli says that the likelihood of war happening in the coming months in the north of Israel is much higher than it was in the past. Halevi made this remark as he visited a reservist exercise in northern Israel. Israeli Chief of Staff said that most likely war will happen on north of Israel in the coming months, which will be more intense than the past attacks. Israel has vowed to halt Hezbollah attacks from southern Lebanon so that the thousands of Israelis can return to their home. The US and British military forces are conducting airstrikes in the Houthi-controlled regions of Yemen, targeting cities such as Hodeidah, Taiz, Dhamar, Al-Baida and Sada. US and UK strikes have been launched on urban areas in Yemen. Houthi rebels in Yemen launched missile drones targeting a US-owned vessel in the Gulf of Aden. The Houthis confirmed that they launched the attack in response to earlier military actions by the United States and the United Kingdom. The US listed Yemen's Houthi rebels as a global terrorist group in response to their relentless attacks on commercial ships in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The State Department said that the designation aimed at blocking money and weapons from going to Iran-backed terrorists. The Israeli army claimed that the rocket launchers used by terrorists in Gaza are destroyed. According to the Israeli Defense Forces, approximately 25 rockets was fired toward the city of southern Israel, and the forces countered them and destroyed them. Members of Congress held a vigil on the steps of the Capitol for the roughly 100 hostages who remain in Hamas's custody more than 100 days into the Israel-Hamas war. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, said that Congress will not be quiet and will stand together in solidarity with Jewish people. Qatar dispatched 2 planes carrying medicine and other aid to Gaza after mediation with Israel. The 2 planes carried 61 tons of aid, including medicines from Qatar and France. The medicines arrived in Egypt and are on the way to Gaza. World Health Organization officials described Gaza's living condition as atrocious. WHO said that the increasing death rates is leading to a collapse of the healthcare system in Gaza. It added that a temporary stoppage of hostilities will not be enough for the enormous demand.